One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for room. It's up. Pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going up top. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the right side. Turning on the Jets. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen, a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level.
There he goes! Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibson. Just making it away. Getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Going to the run, it's up. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here's the pressure. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes...
Picked off to stop the threat. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline.
He'll try to take it back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Makes the catch. It's Cobb. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the 1st. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, that's an awesome job by the defense there. Anticipating quick throw, but how about the pressure hitting the quarterback? Really, no shot for a completion.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Moving away from pressure. Throwing on the run. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. A nice execution by this defense.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Tosses it back. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry?
And David, they dial up the flea flicker. And how about the job of the running back selling like it was run and the receiver selling like it was blocked before taking off downfield to catch that wide open?
Yeah, and you could see everybody sucks up, plays the run. And listen, there's a timing and a rhythm and a perfect time to call these plays. They dialed up a good time to do it.
It's caught downfield. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He's got him. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on 4th down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. He's got it. 1st down and more.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. To throw, it's Mateer. Does a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Ott. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Might as well give it to him again. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Motion from the wideout. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the 1st half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the 1st half.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They want to throw it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll start this drive with a pass. Card in the backfield. It's Cobb. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Simmons. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Howard. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this 3rd quarter. This quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about
touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna run it. It's Ott. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They're setting up the screen. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
But nice shot finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
He'll take it himself. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Going to swing it on second down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted deep in his own end. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. On the move. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Ott. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
The Sooners will have it first and 10. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna let it fly. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. How about that one? Fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback moving. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wide receiver going in motion. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Mateer. Now adjusting. Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And man, I'll a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Tigers! He got a step and just dusted the field.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Fielded in the end zone. It's the Tecna. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down. Gets some yardage and gets down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Quarterback extends the play. And this one's not working, he'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, going up top. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because...
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more concerned.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Just threw that one way too far.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Dumps it to the back. Complete out of the backfield. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make